Hey there. Welcome back to Solomon's Treasury. I'm glad you're here. Let me ask you something personal. Have you ever felt like everything is just going wrong? You know the feeling. You wake up, check your phone, maybe look at your bank account or your business metrics, and you just feel that pit in your stomach. It feels like one day is worse than the other. You try to look for a light at the end of the tunnel, but honestly, it feels like there's no hope. If you've ever felt that, I need you to listen closely today. You are mistaken, and I'm going to prove it to you. We often look for financial advice in the stock market tickers or the latest crypto trends, but the oldest, most potent secrets to wealth and, more importantly, happiness are hidden in ancient texts. Today, we are cracking open a concept from the Talmud and the Bible that literally shifts the physics of how you view success. We are going to talk about Abraham. We are going to talk about why your yesterday has absolutely zero authority over your tomorrow, and I'm going to share a Jewish proverb that might just be the missing key to your empire. So, get comfortable. Let's unlock the treasury. Let's start with a really fascinating line from the Bible. It talks about Abraham, the father of nations, a man of immense wealth and influence. The text says that Abraham grew old, and he came with his days. Now pause for a second. That sounds a bit weird in English, right? He came with his days. What does that even mean? Usually when people get old, we say time took something from them. We say, oh, he lost his youth, or the years flew by. But for Abraham, the phrasing is different. He didn't lose time, he collected it. The ancient explanation here is profound. It means Abraham actually possessed his days. He didn't just let time pass him by while he was scrolling through life on autopilot. He made sure that every single day he lived was a day where he accomplished something, learned something, or built something. He arrived at old age holding a bag full of days that he had fully utilized. Now, compare that to how most of us live, especially when we are trying to build wealth or a business. We have lost days. You know those days? You wake up, you're stressed, you procrastinate, you worry about a deal that fell through last week, and suddenly it's 8 p.m. and you feel like you did nothing. When you let a day slip by because you were paralyzed by fear or regret, that is a day you didn't bring with you. It's a gap in your resume of life. The problem isn't that you failed, the problem is that you checked out. Abraham's secret wasn't that he never had problems, he had plenty. It's that he treated every 24-hour cycle as a distinct asset to be seized. This is the first step in the Talmud method for wealth. You have to stop looking at your life as this big, scary, long timeline. That's too overwhelming. You need to look at it as a series of 24-hour investments. If you want to build a treasury like Solomon, you have to treat time with the same respect you treat money. You wouldn't just throw $1,000 out the window because you were in a bad mood, right? So why do you throw a Tuesday out the window just because Monday was rough? Abraham brought his days. He kept them. He cashed them in. Before we dive deeper into the mindset that changes everything, if you want to uncover more secrets of ancient wisdom applied to modern success, make sure to follow the channel right now. You don't want to miss what's coming next. Okay, so how do we actually do this? How do we stop the spiral when things are going wrong? There is a powerful Jewish proverb that honestly can change your entire physiology if you really get it. It goes like this: Baruch Hashem Yom Yom. In English, this translates to, blessed be God day by day. Now, whether you are religious, spiritual, or just looking for practical philosophy, stick with me. The mechanics of this phrase are what matter. It doesn't say, blessed be God for my whole life, or blessed be God for the future. It specifies day by day. Here is the deep wisdom hidden in that phrase. It implies that the source of your strength, the universe, God, creative energy, whatever you call it, gives you a specific battery pack for today. The energy you have right now, it's for this 24-hour block. The patience you have, it's for today's obstacles. The judgment and decision-making power, it's for today's market conditions. When you start worrying about next month's rent, or next year's recession. You are trying to run a marathon on a battery designed for a sprint. You literally don't have the fuel for tomorrow yet because it hasn't been given to you. This is why you feel burnout. You are trying to solve future problems with today's limited energy supply. This brings us to the most liberating realization for any entrepreneur or investor. What happened yesterday has absolutely nothing to do with what will happen tomorrow. We tend to think life is a continuous line. Oh, I failed yesterday, so I am a failure today. No. The Talmudic perspective is that every sunrise is a hard reset. It's a new simulation. The text says you get a new judgment every day. That means the books are balanced, closed, and reopened every morning. You might have lost a client yesterday. That sucks. But that event is closed. Today, the energy is different. The opportunity is different. You might meet the person who changes your career today, and if you're still dragging the baggage from yesterday, you'll miss them. So here is a question I want you to answer in the comments. If you knew for a fact that your bad luck from yesterday could not touch you today, what is the one risky move you would make right now? Let's get real about the psychology of money. The biggest enemy of building wealth isn't inflation or taxes, it's your own emotional volatility. When the graph goes up, we feel like geniuses. When the graph goes down, we feel like idiots. This emotional attachment is what makes people sell at the bottom and buy at the top. The concept of Baruch Hashem Yom Yom is actually a risk management strategy. It forces you to detach your identity from your current financial status. If you are blessed day by day, it means you are not your bank balance. You are the manager of the day. The transcript we analyzed mentions that every day brings a new opportunity and a new hope. In business terms, we call this market liquidity. The market is always moving. Just because the real estate market was frozen yesterday doesn't mean a deal won't pop up at noon today. Just because your YouTube video flopped yesterday doesn't mean the algorithm won't pick up the next one. The new judgment means the variables have changed. If you are stuck in a depression about the past, you are analyzing old data. Successful people are those who are present enough to see the new data that today is presenting. Have you ever noticed that when you think you're having a bad week, you stub your toe, then you spill coffee, then you lose your keys? It's a loop. You are manifesting chaos because you are expecting the pattern to continue. The day-by-day method breaks the loop. You have to consciously say, okay, that was yesterday, that file is corrupted, delete. You need to wake up and look at the ceiling and realize, I am a different person than I was when I went to sleep. I have recovered. My cells have regenerated. My brain has flushed out toxins. Why am I bringing yesterday's stress into this fresh, pristine new body? It's a hard habit to break, isn't it? I'm curious, what is the biggest past failure that you feel is still haunting your wallet today? Let's talk about it below. Let's go back to Abraham. He came with his days. Imagine every good, productive day you have is a gold coin. If you have one good day, you have one coin. It's not much. If you string together 3 good days, you have a little pile. If you do this for 40 years, like Abraham, you have a treasure room. Building wealth is rarely about one giant lottery win. It's about the chain of days. Seinfeld, the comedian, used to have a calendar where he put an X every day he wrote a joke. His only goal was, don't break the chain. That is exactly what this Talmudic method is teaching. Don't worry about the result. Worry about the chain. We live in a culture of intensity. We want the 30-day shred, the get-rich-quick scheme, the all-nighter. But intensity is fragile. Intensity burns out. The day-by-day approach favors consistency. It's better to do 30 minutes of deep work on your business every single day for a year than to do 20 hours one weekend and then quit for a month. Abraham didn't bring his weeks or bring his sporadic bursts of motivation. He brought his days. The granular, boring, repetitive consistency is where the magic happens. There is a spiritual component to this compound interest too. When you respect the day, you get more energy the next day. It's like a muscle. If you wake up and say, "Today's a fresh start, I'm going to crush it," and you actually do the work, you go to sleep with a sense of pride. That pride fuels your sleep, which fuels your next morning. Conversely, if you wake up saying, "My life sucks, nothing works," you do nothing, you feel guilty, you sleep poorly, and you wake up worse. You are compounding debt, spiritual and energetic debt. You need to flip the equation. If you could guarantee that you would stick to just one daily habit for the next 365 days, which habit would make you the richest? Reading, cold calling, exercising? Tell me in the comments. So how do we operationalize this? You need a morning protocol that triggers the reset. You don't need to be religious to do this. When you wake up, before you check Instagram, before you check email, take 30 seconds. Acknowledge that you are back. Say to yourself, "Baruch Hashem Yom Yom," or say, "New day, new judgment." Visualize a wall coming down behind you, sealing off yesterday. Whatever money you lost, whatever mistakes you made, they are behind the wall. You are starting at zero. This mental clear-out is essential for high-performance decision-making. To bring a day with you, you need to be able to file it away as a win. The best way to do this is to set achievable micro-goals. If you say, "I'm going to become a millionaire today," you will likely fail and feel bad. If you say, "Today I am going to make 5 sales calls and read 10 pages of a finance book," that is doable. When you do it, you capture that day. You put it in your pocket. You own it. Success is just a collection of these captured days. Abraham didn't just collect days randomly, he likely reviewed them. Before you sleep, do a quick audit. Did I utilize the energy I was given today? If the answer is yes, great. Celebrate it. If the answer is no, forgive yourself immediately. Remember, the new judgment comes in the morning. Don't carry the guilt into your sleep. Guilt is heavy, and you can't build wealth carrying dead weight. This evening audit can be scary because we have to be honest with ourselves. On a scale of 1 to 10, how well did you use your today? Be honest. Drop the number in the comments. The text we started with ends on a high note. It says, "You can be another person tomorrow and have a lot of success." This isn't just motivational fluff. It is a promise based on the nature of reality. The variables change. You change. If you adopt this method, the method of respecting the daily unit of time, of cutting off the dead weight of the past and trusting in the fresh supply of energy, you become unstoppable. Why? Because you become undefalable. You can't defeat a person who resets every morning. You can bankrupt them, and the next morning they wake up and say, "Okay, that was yesterday. What's the move today?" You can fire them and they say, "New opportunity today." This resilience is the ultimate asset. It is more valuable than gold, real estate, or Bitcoin, because if you have this mindset, you can lose all your money and you will earn it back. But if you have money without this mindset, one bad day can destroy you. So my friends, start your collection. Be like Abraham. Start gathering your days. Don't let them slip through your fingers like sand. Grasp them. Squeeze the value out of them. And when you get old, I want you to be able to look back and say, "I arrived here, and I brought my days with me. I didn't waste them." Remember, the darkness of yesterday has no authority over the light of today. If this message resonated with you, if you felt that little spark of hope reignite, then you are part of Solomon's Treasury. Do the full circuit. Hit that like button to lock in the value, subscribe so you don't miss the next lesson, and share this with someone who is having a tough time and needs to know that tomorrow is a brand new game. Baruch Hashem Yom Yom. See you in the next video.